Welcome. This presentation will guide you through the process of entering your application and budget information into IGX, our electronic grant management system. As an NJ-billed applicant, you are required to utilize this system for grant administration purposes. Note, if you are already registered in IGX, you do not need to register again. Slides 3 through 4 can be omitted if already registered in IGX. To add additional users from your organization, skip to slide 23 for instructions. For any questions, please contact the NJ-Build unit at njbuildprograms@dol.nj.gov. Step 1. Register. Note, initial registration should be completed by the authorized official or contract signatory. If additional staff will assist in managing the grant in IGX, please see slides 23 through 32 for instructions on allowing those individuals access. Start by visiting the website listed below in the blue hyperlink. Click New User to begin registration process. Enter all the information requested on the page. Under Please enter the program applying for, enter Women and Minorities in Construction. When finished, click Register to submit. Note, in addition to registering in IGX, NJDOL must receive a letter of intent, or LOI, from your organization to proceed with authorizing access to the desired grant application. Once NJDOL approves your access, your organization will be notified via email and can proceed to the next steps. Step 2. Log in and locate opportunity. Once your registration has been approved, return to the IntelliGrants webpage using the hyperlink listed below and log in. Step 2. Log in and locate opportunity. Once your registration has been approved, return to the IntelliGrants webpage and log in. Under the My Opportunities box, click Filter to open the options for searching. The Women and Minorities Grant application should be listed under My Opportunities. If not, you can follow the steps below to filter and search for the application. For Provider, select New Jersey Department of Labor and Workforce Development, LWD, from the drop-down menu. Under Name, type Women, then click the Search button. The grant application will appear under My Opportunities. Once you have located the application, click the Women and Minorities hyperlink to start. Review the grant program description and agreement language. To proceed with the application, select Agree. Step 3. Application Pages and Navigation. After selecting Agree, you will be brought to a landing page for your grant application. All the pages that need to be completed will be listed on the left-hand side of the page under Application. As you go through the application, you can navigate to different pages of the application by clicking the desired page on the left menu or from within a particular page. Begin by clicking Applicant Information. Applicant Information. Provide the information requested for each field. The fields with a red star are required. When finished, click Save at the top of the page. To navigate to the next page, click the desired tab from the left menu. Counties to serve. On this page, use the check boxes to indicate which counties in New Jersey your anticipated project will serve with this grant. If the project is statewide, click the box here. Remember to save. Use the left menu to proceed to the next page. Previous funding. If applicable, please indicate any prior funding that your organization received from New Jersey Department of Labor and Workforce Development within the last 3 years. Click on the plus sign to add additional rows if needed. If you did not receive any funding, please check here. Remember to save. Use the left menu to proceed to the next page. Consortium partners. Enter the information for each of your partners in this grant and upload a corresponding letter of support by clicking the Select button. A letter of support or commitment letter is required for each partner. The letter should indicate the specific activities the entity will be involved in and a willingness to hire graduates of the training program. Greater weight will be given to partnerships that specify the number of participants to hire in either a registered apprenticeship position or other construction-related positions. To populate additional tables, use the plus sign to the right. If the page is full, fits approximately 20 partners per page, and additional entries are needed, click the Add button on the blue ribbon for an additional blank page. Remember to save. Use the left menu to proceed to the next page. Required documents. For this page, please upload a Word document or PDF for each section of your proposal. See pages 12 through 15 of the NGO for the specific details of each upload. To upload, click Select and navigate to the file location on your computer or drag the file into the box. Remember to save. Use the left menu to proceed to the next page. Deliverables. Please provide details about your anticipated training and outcomes. Enter the number of training cycles you plan to have. Provide details for each cycle, including the number of participants, number of training weeks and hours, anticipated training dates, and occupational areas of focus. If more than one cycle of training is anticipated, use the plus button to add additional rows and enter the corresponding information. Provide anticipated outcome data. If there are no anticipated placements in one of the listed categories, please enter a 0. Also enter your target populations to serve, if applicable. Reminder, this grant requires that 75% of your total participants complete the training. 75% of the completers must be placed into a registered apprenticeship program or receive other construction-related employment at $16 per hour or more. Remember to save. Use the left menu to proceed to the next page. The budget portion. The budget portion of the application includes section Schedule A, Part 1, Personnel Cost, through the Cost Summary. Schedule A, Part 1, Personnel Costs. Add the information for any personnel expenses within your grant budget. First, label the page so it can be identified. Then, enter all applicable information for the specific person. Make sure the costs are entered in the correct column under Grant Funds Requested from State if intended to be covered by grant funding. If a line item is administrative, use the checkbox to the left of the item to indicate such. Note, columns where there is not a fillable field will automatically calculate. Remember to save. Use the left menu to proceed to the next page. Schedule A, Part 1, Personnel Costs. Take note. Columns where there is not a fillable field will automatically calculate. Use the plus button to generate more rows for additional personnel. Please do not use the Add button in the top right corner, as this adds another page and not another row. If fringe benefits are included in your grant request, provide a document to justify or describe those costs. Find example of document on next page. Remember to save. Use the left menu to proceed to the next page. Schedule A, Part 1, Personnel Costs. Administrative costs are any costs that are not directly associated with service delivery and cannot exceed 10% of the total budget. Examples of administrative personnel costs may include staff providing organization administration, office management, accounting or auditing services, and/or IT services. If including matching funds, please select the source for cost sharing or matching funds. Add the portion of salary, wage, and fringe amounts that will be provided through this alternate funding source. Schedule A, Part 1, Personnel Costs. Administrative costs are any costs that are not directly associated with service delivery and cannot exceed 10% of the total budget. Examples of administrative personnel costs may include staff providing organization administration, office management, accounting or auditing services, and/or IT services. If including matching funds, please select the source for cost sharing or matching funds. Add the portion of salary, wage, and fringe amounts that will be provided through this alternate funding source. Schedule A, Part 2, Personnel Justification. Add the weekly project hours, roles and responsibilities, and minimum qualifications for each personnel position listed. Note: the position titles generate based on information entered on the previous page. Remember to save. Use the left menu to proceed to the next page. Schedule B, Non-Personnel Expenses. Administrative costs are any costs that are not directly associated with service delivery and cannot exceed 10% of the total budget. Some examples of non-personnel administrative costs may include office rent, furniture, accounting or auditing services, and/or insurance. If a line item is an administrative cost, use the checkbox to the left of the item to indicate such. For all costs that are anticipated to be grant funded, make sure the cost is entered in the correct column under Grant Funds Requested from State. Remember to save. Use the left menu to proceed to the next page. Schedule B, Non-Personnel Expenses. Administrative costs are any costs that are not directly associated with service delivery and cannot exceed 10% of the total budget. Some examples of non-personnel administrative costs may include office rent, furniture, accounting or auditing services, and/or insurance. If a line item is administrative cost, use the checkbox to the left of the item to indicate such. For all costs that are anticipated to be grant funded, make sure the cost is entered in the correct column under Grant Funds Requested from State. Remember to save. Use the left menu to proceed to the next page. Schedule B, Non-Personnel Expenses. Number of units can refer to number of participants, months, or training cycles. For example, if office rent is $200 per month for 18 months, the number of units would be 18, and cost per unit would be 200. The number of units multiplied by the cost per unit will calculate to a combined total. Remember to save. Use the left menu to proceed to the next page. Schedule B, Non-Personnel Expenses. Enter the portion of funds requested from the state, plus funds from other sources, or enter 0. These amounts will need to add up to the combined total. If including matching funds, please select the funding stream from the drop-down menu. Remember to save. Use the left menu to proceed to the next page. Schedule C, Direct Services. Add the information for any direct participant services costs within your grant budget. This category includes items such as drug screening, occupational testing, stipends, and training books. For all costs that are anticipated to be grant funded, make sure the cost is entered in the correct column under Grant Funds Requested from State. Remember to save. Use the left menu to proceed to the next page. Cost Summary. Review the cost summary page for accuracy. Check that the grant amounts on each line and total cost amounts are correct. Please save the page to confirm the information displayed is correct. Revisit the previous budget schedules to make corrections if necessary. Reminder, administrative costs cannot exceed 10% of the overall budget. If you encounter a problem that cannot be corrected, please contact your NJDOL representative. Remember to save. Use the left menu to proceed to the next page. Miscellaneous attachments. This page is optional and can be used to include additional supporting materials for your proposal. To upload, click Select and navigate to the file location on your computer, or you can drag the file into the box if preferred. Make sure to also label the file in the description box. Use the plus button to generate additional rows if needed. Remember to save. Use the left menu to proceed to the next page. Check for errors, revisit sections. Before submitting your application, please check your document for any errors. To run an error check, use the left navigation panel to locate the section titled Tools. Select Document Validation from the list of available tools. If any of the pages have errors, they will appear listed on the screen, example below. Revisit any applicable pages and make the necessary revisions to correct the error, or resave the page if no errors can be found. If you need any assistance, contact your NJDOL representative. Step 4. Submit the application. Only the authorized official or agency administrator can submit a completed application. When you are ready to submit your application, use the navigation panel on the left side of the page to find the section labeled Status Options. Select Application Submitted to begin the submission process. If a document validation page appears, this means there are errors that need to be corrected before the application can be submitted. Revisit the pages with errors and make the necessary revisions, or resave the page if no errors can be found. After selecting Application Submitted, a box will appear asking you to confirm that you would like to submit the application. Click OK to finish the submission. Click Cancel to exit. Additional users in IGX. The authorized official, for purposes of IGX, is defined as the person who is permitted to sign off on official documents and contracts. Oftentimes, the authorized official will delegate program staff to assist in entering grant information. To do this, each staff member who will be working in IGX must have individual access. To begin, the authorized official should visit the IntelliGrants website accessed by using the hyperlink below and log in. Navigate to your name. Click the arrow to access the drop-down menu and select Profile. Once on your profile page, select Organization Members. A list of all current members of your organization will appear. Click the plus button and select the option Add New User to Organization. A form will appear to be completed for the staff member you are adding to your organization. Complete all fields on the form. Role options are as follows: Authorized Official, Signatory Person, Full Access, Agency Administrator, Ability to perform all actions in IGX except signing contracts, Agency Staff, Able to data enter information only. When finished, click Save to complete. When the staff member first logs in, he or she will be prompted with changing the password associated with their assigned username. If an application or grant has already been initiated in IGX, some additional steps need to be taken to add the new organization member to those documents. The next slides will go through each of those steps. Adding staff members after an application has been started. From your Home tab or screen, locate the My Tasks section and click on the WMIC hyperlink. You will be brought to the landing page of your grant application. Using the navigation panel on the left side of the page, locate the Tools section and select Add, Edit People. A list of the current members assigned to the document will appear. Click the plus button and choose Add User from Organization from the drop-down menu. A window will appear with search fields. Type the name of the individual in the name box and click Search. Find the appropriate person in the search results, assign a role, and add the effective activation date. When finished, click Save. Role descriptions: Authorized Official, Signatory Person, Full Access, Agency Administrator, Ability to perform all actions in IGX except signing contracts, Agency Staff, Ability to data enter information only. That staff member now has access to that particular grant.